Yeah, cool.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, you'd like to know about your ideas, like the IQ, and what you want to do with brown and black people, and your views
I want
on
to do with them.
do general politics and what you think, and stuff like that.
Both of you are just him.
Both. But if I go black on you, I don't understand a lot of things. You're like, you go Marxism, and if I go black,
we had a good chat this morning. Did I come across as Hitler?
No, but you know what it is?
You did.
You're very well read. Very well read, so it's not everything I can understand.
But that's all you get.
No, I'm definitely happy to ask you questions. I don't.
I'm only an undergraduate. I'm not graduated yet.
You never stop learning. You're only going to know when you're 90. Whenever someone tells you this, it's pissing the way that only trust really old people.
You read a lot of books, and that makes you smart.
It tells you only trust really old people.
That's right.
I trust You've seen it all. I mean, what do you think in your 30s, 40s?
It'd be interesting if you've been mentored into your state you are in.
Yeah, I've always looked up to elders, don't you?
White elders? Or
just all elders.
All elders. So you look up to Muslim elders?
All elders. They're wiser. I think it's more important than your policy.
For me, I think you know my views on you. I was triggered. It's hard to trigger me. I was triggered because what you said.
I can change that this evening.
Okay, if you can change it, I'm happy to shake your hand and go. Right, look, to me, everyone deserves to be heard. And you know, to me, you're a bit of an oddball. I listen. I try and listen to what you say. But obviously, you've said things like you want to get rid of Islam, to get rid of Muslims. This is what I think you are probably worse in the comment section than you are in person.
Well, no, I have a very high integrity and consistency, but I'm happy to always have that challenge and broken.
Okay, well, let's start with that. Should we start with that? Because obviously,
so I can tell you my views, of course, you're guessing them. I can tell you where they trouble you on this topic.
It's not like this is coming from the horse's mouth. I've heard you say things.
So I'm not right now.
Well, yeah, go on then. Okay, so what is your view on?
You don't have to guess.
I mean, I guess I'm interested. Firstly, here's two questions for you then. What do you want to be done with Islam and Muslims? And obviously you have you obviously seem to have a white superiority thing going on. So I'm a white Muslim. So what happens to me as well? So it'd be interesting.
You're personally curious, nothing else.
What, sorry?
I would understand why you would be at least personally
You can
curious.
understand why.
Yeah, of course. If you're a white Muslim, you'd be very curious about a person.
Yeah.
Understand.
Look, I'm sure it's a human nature. If someone said to you, "I want to kill brown people with big ears," you'd be like, "Well, hang on a minute, I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble here." So go on.
So my views are not answered simply that way. They're answered by what nests them. And what nests them is that if you look at our planet, we've got 7.4 billion chimps. And the next population plateau is 2050. We end up with 10 billion chimps. In these 10 billion chimps, what does the distribution look like chimps? 55% of the board is India and China. By numbers.
These people.
India people, 55% of the numbers are these chimps, right? I'm a chimp, you're a chimp, we have to get over.
So you're not talking metaphorically, you're talking about literal chips.
No, we're talking metaphorically.
First world data techniques, auditing every person on the planet. Okay, I want to eat chimp. Yeah, I'm tricking you.
I'm not triggered.
It's too late now. So, moving on to the people. If you look at the people, the human beings that we are, goes from 7.4 to 10, what does the board look like? The steady state board and population question says 55% of the board are Asia, India, China, 1.4 billion. Okay. Africa goes from 2 billion to 4 billion. Whitey, forget Islam. Whitey goes steady state at 800 with replacement rate. And Whitey is subject not because he's white, but because he's the first world economically to third world multi-cultural immigration plus Islamization. If you run the ONS data and the numbers, we have three major scenarios. One is the neoliberal state of the board, the neoliberal,
whispering
says we will go up to 20, 30, 40%, 50% immigration.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
In the 2050 prediction horizon, that's what we say. And we say this is a good thing. We are multicultural, multiracial, multi-faithful neoliberals.
We are.
No, I'm making the case for neoliberals.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm multi-religious, multiracial, multicultural.
And you're fine with that?
No, I'm just stating its case. I'm very far right.
Yes.
That's or not. You're the ones we have to look after. You're the sheep, we are shepherds, everyone. So looking after
I'm the sheep, you're the wolf.
No, we'll work that out later.
Yeah, I think let's go on.
So if you look at that's just the data. That's the board. So what is the question to ask? Right? So if you look at the 14 words of white supremacy, if you look at the moral authority of the Dalai Lama, and I made the statement of the 14 words for the Dalai Lama, we must secure an existence for Tibetan people and a future for Tibetan children. Is the same question legitimate? We must secure this dwindling 800 million people in their own lands or not? If you say no, that's fine. You have entered the liberal position.
Can I check? I'm just on the. I just check I'm on the right tangent.
Islam is just.
Can I check I'm on the right tangent? So are you sort of saying that people are in places and they should be kept there, and there shouldn't be interaction?
I think it should be their choice.
Because this is interesting coming from. I'm talking to a brown man in England. I'm talking to a brown guy in England.
And I only the white Muslim way.
Yeah,
so,
well, exactly. But at the moment you're talking about. You're not talking about Islam isn't a people. Is it?
We haven't spoken about Islam yet.
But you just said a white Muslim. But you are a brown person in England.
Yeah.
I'm a white person in England.
So we can separate ourselves as people from the messages and just talk about the messages. And the messages say, here's the state of the board, like being risk or strategy game. Here's the project board by the ONS data. What are the scenarios you want to stand for? The neoliberal position scenario, multiracial, multicultural, multi-existential, multi-gay, utopia. Kumbaya, others,
Right.
Others, the largest ethnic states like Indians and Chinese, over half the world, saying no, Islam goes from 1.2 to 2.2 billion by taking large parts of the black African population, and you get these 6 blocks on the table.
And what nationality is Islam? Are you talking about Arabs?
No, Islam is cross-strait.
Yeah, okay, good.
So what are we in the West saying in the far right? The defense of the West, underneath accelerationism, must have the defense of, by definition, white people against the second and third world is essential for protection of the West, with which we can create a better world.
Protection from the West from what?
From 3 fundamental axes. Immigration data crossed under globalism.
So immigration is negative? Immigration is negative?
It is just the data statement of the flow of people into the first world.
But immigration is negative?
Well, positive and negative. It's a balance.
Positive and negative, okay.
And then integration, the ones who are
integration,
and Islamization. So there's your segue, deeply correctly structured where Islam fits in our position from the extreme far right. I'm not a fascist, I'm much further right.
And let me just clarify, I'm believe it or not, I know as a Muslim you're going to assume I'm a lefty.
No, a good Muslim is
I'm right wing. I'm right wing. I would sound very far right. I'm a Brexiteer and yes. Thank you, Listen. So what was I saying?
Inshallah. I'm a Christian.
That's it. So Islamization. Yeah. So is there a Christian version of that?
No, we reverse engineered Islam.
Do you want people to take up? Would you like me to become a Christian?
Sure. No.
No, you don't want me to be a Christian.
No. I personally, yes. I want everyone.
You do. So there's a similar thing. Okay, fine.
Yeah, but
is that the fourth one?
Empire. We've been the same empire. We're at war with each other.
But I'm just trying to work out why is Islamization on there and not.
Well, I can tell you my understanding of Islam, and you tell me where I'm wrong because you're a Muslim. We have reverse engineered Islam and a computer science background. And Islam is an ideology made out of 3 legs.
Have you got any of your own opinions?
Yeah. These are my
You're just like a computer splurting out loads of rubbish.
So
I want to know what you think as well.
I'll tell you what I think. I only speak for what I believe in. I don't represent it.
It doesn't sound like
Islam is 3 legs.
You sound like a trained monkey.
No, but that's just your interpretation.
Well, okay, go on.
You're talking about me and not the thing again. I mean, that's okay, I can take the me. But the thing is, Islam is 3 legs. And I respect Islam, I admire Islam. I have good Muslim friends who are much more right-wing than you. And they're Muslim. They're not white. And these Muslim boys like us tell us that there's a path to order, structure, and glory. And Islam is very powerful and beautiful, but it has 3 legs. One leg is theism, the worship of Allah through Quran and Muhammad. The other is a political system of organization down from mosque and teaching school. And the third is a cultural component from the niqab and everything. Islamization is just the non-moral, non-judgment position that this game theory strategy is not Western. That's why it's so strong. Good luck to it. I want it to follow its way. But for it to invade the state of the board that wants not to be that.
So you see Islam as an invasion? You see it at the moment
it's game theory analysis, so it's powerful. We admire it. You get it wrong. Okay. Far right, if they're not looking at the... I don't want beta Muslim.
No. And
I would call them the Quran.
There's 5% of Muslims in this country right now.
Yeah.
So it's clearly not working like you... I mean, you're almost making it sound...
Replication based.